this morning.
Good morning, I'm Kelly McDonald. It's 8:55, your top stories are coming up. A number of Florida agencies, including Tallahassee, charge you if you get into a traffic crash. Charlie Crist has called the governor's mansion here in Tallahassee home for 2 years. After talking with local fishermen, they say they hope this is an isolated incident because sick fish can be devastating to the whole entire fishing industry. So when he gets home, it's time to relax. Instead, lottery proceeds were used to replace much of it. Now, lawmakers must get creative in figuring out where to put this growing population. And that is exactly what 200 men and women are preparing for right now. The prize that Coach Alameda is placing all her chips on is the ACC Championship.
You're walking into the police memorial building, you see some rats running around.
Moments after Nelson Cuba, president of the Fraternal Order of Police, talked about the problem, we found out firsthand. Folks at the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office tell us ever since the Berkman Plaza 2 garage collapse, a growing population of rodents have been spotted outside police headquarters. Rats are common in cities, but the Sheriff's Office says that the problem really flared up because the rats were able to hide in the rubble. When talking to officers coming in and out of work today, they said unofficially they call these rats their local residents.
It's part of what's out there, and I guess the Sheriff's Office talking to them, they're trying to address it with rat traps and all that, but I still don't think you're going to get every one of them.
You can see the big rat traps that Cuba mentions all around the outside walls of the Sheriff's Office, and they're big for a reason. The rats we saw today were fat and at least 6 inches or longer, but Cuba has another concern.
How about all the rats coming out of the jailhouse?
As folks wait in the summer heat for their turn to fill up their basket with food, you can look beyond the sweat to see the thankfulness and appreciation on their faces.
This stuff is so expensive now, it's hard to pay for everything.
For folks like Londa Brown and her family, this giveaway couldn't come at a better time. They are like hundreds of others who count on this food every week. Eric Lampy, Operations Director for Gleaners Dispatch, says for every person who shows up here, they expect that food will go to 5 to 6 others. That's more than 3,000 people a week.
Over the last 3 months, we've seen it grow from about 250 a week to 400 here at this location alone.
The food is gathered from area businesses, and it is all fresh. Founder Dave Fountain says that he has been redistributing food for the past decade in Duval, Nassau, and Bradford counties.
I go where the need is, not necessarily the money. And if there's money, there's no need. And if there's a need, there's usually no money.
Just how many people are relying on this? They're going through 20 tons of produce a week.
There's lettuce, bananas, bread, grapes. I mean, you have a variety to work with.
So what does this outpouring of help mean to those in line? Just ask Wanda Booth.
Thank you so much, and hey, it's a blessing.
Florida State baseball is well known for its legacy of being an outstanding program, from star players to everyone behind the scenes.
Clubhouse says Dane. Hey.
Entering his 5th season as clubhouse manager, Dane Smith has his part of this winning equation down to a science.
I have 6 up here I can bring you. I try not to go through the motions. I'm trying not to cut any corners, at least just do it right. I found that saves me a lot of time on the back end anyways, if I take the effort on the front side and try to get it right.
There's a purpose for everything, and if there's something that you see done, there's a reason that we do it that way, and it's probably because Dane made it that way. The way that we fold the towels because they're easier to grab. The way that laundry is put on the sides of the bins because when it goes out there, we want to walk like this, so it's only 5 feet across the locker room as opposed to 50 feet across the locker room.
Dane's organization is key to helping him carry out the numerous tasks and unexpected challenges that he faces on a daily basis.
There are plenty of times where it gets frustrating, but everything gets frustrating. I like that this is never the same. It's never redundant and boring. You generally don't get 2 requests that are identical.
Can I get some batting gloves, Dane?
You need some batting gloves?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay.
I know you're the man who can supply that. What do you think?
I think you probably do need some bigger bands.
All right.
Having an open door policy can be challenging, but for Dane, it's his favorite part of the job.
My favorite thing is the Jimmy Marshall, the Bo Odell, the guy's been here for 4 years, coming in, and they don't know this, hopefully. They could ask for anything, I'll give it to them.
On and off the field, he's just such a great guy. Anything he can do for you, either getting the equipment or off the field if you needed a ride somewhere.
I can come to him with any question I have. He probably knows the answer, or if he doesn't know the answer to it, he's going to find it out, print out a web page for me, so when I come back in the office later, he's going to have the answer for me.
players generally focus on two things, school and baseball. Dane and his staff make sure that everything else, from head to toe, is taken care of.
We give them everything from undergarments up, socks, underwear, you name it, we got it.
Behind the scenes, Dane is always hard at work preparing for the game. Multiple loads of laundry are done, so uniforms are clean and ready. All practice equipment is in the right place at the right time, and it's even up to him to decide which uniform the team will wear. However, there is one more role you wouldn't necessarily expect.
It's like his mother's den here. It's like whatever he says goes, and if people have a problem with it, they just got to suck it up and deal with it, because without him, we have nothing, pretty much. So he gets the field ready, gets everything for us, our meals, so we wouldn't have anything without Dane.
It's like having 30 kids. Just imagine if you had, I don't know what that is, but 30 sets of triplets or whatever out there. That's pretty much what it's like. So you give one of them something new and they all want it.
Dane's eye for detail and love for the job is why he is an intricate part of the success of FSU baseball.
He's probably one of the best equipment guys in the country, and if anybody has anything other to say, then come talk to me.
I'm Kelly McDonald for Seminole Sports Magazine.